July 5, 1861. The sweltering Missouri sun beat down on the fields near Carthage. This ordinary summer day would soon be marked by cannon fire and the clash of armies. Missouri, a border state divided in its loyalties, became a microcosm of the larger American tragedy. At the heart of this drama stood Claiborne Fox Jackson, the pro-Southern governor, and Franz Sigel, the German-born Union colonel. Jackson saw secession as the only path to preserve Missouri's way of life. Sigel viewed the Union as indivisible, a beacon of liberty worth fighting for. St. Louis became a hotbed of conflicting ideologies. Union sentiment ran strong, fueled by the city's German immigrant population and economic ties to the North. However, the rural counties, with their agrarian economy and Southern culture, overwhelmingly supported the Confederacy. The fall of Camp Jackson ignited anger and resentment across Missouri. Pro-Southern citizens flocked to Governor Jackson's banner. Union sympathizers rallied to the Stars and Stripes. The state descended into chaos, a patchwork of divided loyalties and armed skirmishes. Jackson, seeking Confederate aid, made his way south towards Arkansas, attracting thousands of volunteers. They were poorly equipped but determined to fight for their cause. Colonel Franz Sigel, commanding a force of German immigrants, received orders to intercept Jackson. Sigel's pursuit turned into a cat-and-mouse chase across Missouri. The stage was set for a decisive confrontation that would determine the fate of Missouri. As the hot July sun beat down, both armies converged on Carthage. Jackson, with 4,500 men, saw an opportunity to make a stand. He positioned his troops on a ridge south of town, hoping to lure Sigel's forces into a trap. Sigel, approaching from the north with 1,100 men, realized he faced a larger enemy. Confident in his troops' superior training, Sigel planned to leverage his artillery advantage. The battle began with an exchange of artillery fire. Union cannons rained down explosive shells on the Confederate lines. Despite the Union's initial success, Jackson's forces held their ground. Sigel ordered a flanking maneuver, hoping to outmaneuver the enemy and attack their exposed flanks. Thunder on the prairie. The Battle of Carthage unfolds. The sound of musket fire filled the air as the two armies clashed on the outskirts of Carthage. Union soldiers, disciplined and steady, poured fire into the Confederate lines. The Missouri State Guard, though less experienced, fought back with equal ferocity. The battle raged for hours, a chaotic mix of smoke, noise, and bloodshed. Union artillery continued to bombard the Confederate positions, while infantry units engaged in close-quarters fighting. The Confederates, though suffering heavy casualties, refused to yield. As the day wore on, Sigel realized his flanking maneuver had failed. With ammunition running low and casualties mounting, he decided to withdraw. The Confederate forces, exhausted but victorious, watched as the Union troops retreated northward. Echoes of Carthage's legacy of a Confederate victory. News of the Confederate victory at Carthage spread like wildfire. For the Confederacy, it was a much-needed victory, a sign that the Southern cause was far from lost. The battle's impact on recruitment was immediate, bolstering the ranks of the Missouri State Guard. The Union defeat exposed the challenges of securing Missouri for the North. Despite the setback, the Union remained committed to holding Missouri. The Battle of Carthage marked the beginning of a long and bloody conflict in Missouri. It set in motion a series of battles and skirmishes that would plague the state for the duration of the Civil War. The legacy of the Battle of Carthage serves as a reminder of the complexities of the Civil War and the human cost of war. Subscribe to Short Fact Wizard for more Civil War battles.